we're back. It's been 6 months. It's been a bloody long time since I've put out a video. In that 6 months, I've done quite a fair few recordings. Never got to edit it or put them together. Been dealing with some mental health stuff on my end. Some stuff that probably needed to be tidied up and had needed to be tidied up for quite some time. Guys, if you're out there and you are struggling, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or friends, family, professionals, all that type of stuff. As a bloke, I know sometimes life gets a little bit too heavy for your shoulders to take, and you don't seem to realise how much you take on until you step back from it all and you just take an audit of what you've taken on in your head, and sometimes that stuff needs to be gotten rid of. So I'm on the mend, feeling good. I've done a lot of recording, as I said, over the last 6 months. I did a couple before Christmas, a couple after. So what I'm planning on doing to make life a little bit easy for me is I'm going to start with one of the first ones I did at Christmas. It's a very easy coffee liqueur, neutral coffee, bit of sugar, pretty easy, nothing too difficult. As you can see, the house is a shit fight, and so I probably should clean that up as well. So I'm going to give you some footage from about 6 months ago, and I'm going to get to work on some new shit. So let's get cracking. For this little project, I use this machine that I bought from Kmart, about 60 to 100 bucks. It makes really nice cold brew coffee. You can still find it around. It sold out pretty quick, so if I find a link, I'll add it here and you can have a look. If you like cold brew coffee, it's a good piece of equipment. If you know how to make cold brew, then what we're just doing is exchanging water for a neutral. You don't want to steep it for too long, however, because you'll start to get some bitter flavors, bitter notes out of the beans. So you just need to be careful on how long you steep it. Test the flavor every couple of hours if you're doing it over a long period of time, and just make sure you're not getting that bitterness that comes through. This is pretty straight up for me because I just hit the button. I know exactly how long to put it in there for. So it's pretty happy days. So what you end up with is 700 mils of coffee vodka at 40% at your strength. Next up, we just need to make a simple sugar syrup. And if you don't already know, sugar syrup, incredibly easy to make. You don't need to buy it from the shop. It is half and half sugar and water, and that's pretty much it. So for this recipe, 600 mils of sugar syrup is needed. So 300 mils of water, 300 mils or 300 grams, I should say, of sugar. The normal table sugar is fine, and it should just give you a little bit more than 600 mils because obviously grams to mils is slightly different. Put this in a pot, stir it around until it becomes all nice and clear, and then you've got yourself some nice sugar syrup. Then from here, it ain't brain surgery. Mix the 700 mils of coffee vodka with the 600 mils of sugar syrup, and then you want to put in 1 full teaspoon of this stuff right here, organic vanilla bean paste. Do not skimp on this stuff, people. Get the good stuff. Let it sit for a couple of weeks, and then you have we have it. It's all done. This is a great drop. The longer you leave it, the better it becomes. I've got a couple of bottles still left over from Christmas. Probably been sitting there for about 6 months. And the longer they go, the better it is. Great substitute for Kahlua. Kahla's got that like bit of rum in it, so it's got that molassesy kind of background. This is quite clean, just straight up coffee and a touch of vanilla. This is quite sweet, so if you're not into the sweetness, dial back the sugar a little bit, and you should be looking at easy streets. This was a very, very rough shot video. I know. There'll be lots of complaints, lots of people carrying on, but I just wanted to get one video done, get it out there. It's done. So we're back on. The video's back. I'm going to try and punch out one at least once a month from now on. We'll probably do some other stuff, maybe a lemon gin or something next. A little bit of an experiment I did before Christmas to see how whole lemons would go in the boiler. So stay tuned for that. It was pretty interesting to see what happened with that. And yeah, link, subscribe, like, you know, all the things. Just fucking do it. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.